Hey lovelies, and welcome back to the channel. So I really want to thank you for the love and the support so far. I really appreciate it. So in today's tutorial, we're going to learn how to make a kimono or a robe, a bridal robe. So this is how it looks like after we're done with it. Now let's go ahead to the cotton. So I went ahead to get my satin fabric. So this is a satin fabric and it's a very thick one. So what you're going to do is go ahead to fold into two, just as you can see me doing like this. Now take note that this rope is going to be a bit free, not as tight, not your usual measurement. So you're going to be adding about 3-inch allowance after your normal measurements. So now I'll go ahead to take the length of my rope, which will be around 40-inch, and I will add extra 2-inch to this. Now the shoulder, I will also measure my shoulder measurement, but the shoulder measurement I'm working with is 15 divided by 2 will give me 7.5, but I'll be marking 9.5 on that part. So from that part I measured my shoulder. Now I'll go ahead to locate my bust point, my chest line, the waist, and then the hip. So those are basically what I'm going to be using to cut this out. Now take note that the fabric is folded using the widest part of your measurement plus 3-inch. So then I'll go ahead to take what I have on my shoulder. I'll take it on that part. So for my chest line for this, I'm using 10-inch because I want the armhole to be very free, not the regular armhole because this is a rope. So now from my shoulder, I marked 10-inch like I said. Then I have connected it a straight line like this, which should be used to this by now. Then this is the back piece. I'm going to be taking 2-inch, 2.5-inch for the wideness of the neck, and then for the depth of the neck I'm going to be taking just 1 inch. So I'll connect it using my cuff like this. So go ahead and cuff yours. So guys, once you're done with this, now you want to go ahead now and work on your shoulder slant as well. So we're going to be slanting this with 1 inch. Now once you're done with this, connect it to your neck measurement. So now at this stage, what we're going to be doing now is to input all our measurements. So I'm going to be taking my armhole curve now from this part. So there's really nothing, no difference between the front and the back armhole for this. I'll just make a curve this way. Now here I'll be taking my bust measurement like I said, and I'll be adding extra 2 to 3 inch to this. So this depends on how free you want yours to be. So for this I added about 3-inch, so that I will use 1 inch for my inseam allowance. Now for the waist measurement, so the waist is from the shoulder to the waist is on 16 for my client. Then from the shoulder to the hip is about 23 for my client as well. So on the hip line, on the waistline rather, I'll take the waist measurement, then I add the same allowance to it as well. So take note that this is not going to be really shapy. Now once we are done with this, now go ahead and use your ruler to connect all of these points together. So I'll carefully place my ruler and join all this from the armhole line to the waist to the hip and then to the length. So I'll just blend it so that I don't have any sharp edge. Remember that this is not going to be curvy, just like you're dropping your straight down. It's not going to be as curvy as that because it's going to be as free as possible. Now cut this out carefully. So this is the back piece. I'll be using this piece now to draft my front piece. Once again, be careful while cutting. Alright, so now I'll cut out the neck, then I'll cut out the armhole part as well. So don't forget your shoulder slant, guys. And this will be the back piece. So I'll be using this back piece now to work on the front piece. So you can see that I don't have much of a shape on this. This is what I had. So if you feel it's a bit too curvy, once you're sewing, you can correct it with your sewing machine. Now this part now, which is going to be the front piece, I already added extra 4-inch allowance on this side so that I can have an overlap on it. Now just measure my neck measurement again, and then I wanted this to be open to about 5 inch, because as you can see, the bride doesn't want it to be revealing at all. So make a slant this way to indicate where your 5 inch start from the neckline. Now for the front, is going to have a band as well, so we're going to take that into consideration. So normally, if you want to make the normal rope, you should at least make your slant to about 15 inch, but because the bride doesn't want it to be revealing at all, so I had to just stop around 5 inch. So just watch carefully to see what I'm doing here. So from that neckline now that I have for the back, I blended it into where I have my front. Then I took 2 inch allowance. So the difference between the front and the back now is the 2 inch I added. So just go ahead to blend it in like this. So actually it is 4 inch, but I'm going to be making use of just 2 inch out of it. So just look at the way I'm blending it in like this. So this is what I'm going to be doing randomly on this side. I'll just go ahead to cut this in now and look carefully to see how I'm going to be cutting it in. So from the V part, I went down by 6 inch. I'm going to cut it and make sure it blend into the back neckline, just as you can see me doing. I'm really sorry for that, guys. So just blend it in like this. Then once the neckline is equal, you then go ahead to take your shoulder slope again, cut out the armhole part. So it's just the other part that is the only difference between the front and the back. So cut this out carefully as well, and then trace out the body. So for that side now, I'll be showing us how I went ahead to work on it. So I'm just trying to smoothen it all out here. So I'm going to cut the sides open, just as you can see me doing. I'm sorry if the camera is blocked a bit, guys, please pardon me. So I'll cut this out carefully, and once I'm done with this, I will now go ahead to cut the overlapping part of the front. So carefully cut it this way. So you can see at the end of the day, I made use of just about 2 inch for the front, and then remove the extra excess I have on the other side. So this is what the front piece will look like. So if your client actually don't mind it being opened, you can go ahead to use about 15 to 16 inch for your overlapping parts. Then for this now, I'll just go ahead to trim out all other things I need to trim out. Now keep in mind that this is also going to have a band in front, so that it covers more. So this is what I had for the front and the back piece. Now I'm going to open up the front piece so that we can see what it looks like. So this is what the front piece looks like. Now about 2 inch band on fold will be added to this. So this is my 2 inch band I cut on fold, which will give me 4. So cut this. So you're going to be using this to tape the neckline from the length of the gown to the neck and to the other side. So I'm going to be using this for the tapings, and then this is the bodice. Thanks for watching, guys.